Massachusetts on Longmeadow Street. We're in the green area, and here they have Longmeadow Remembers. They have here a memorial for all the military personnel who died for their country during the course of one of the wars that America fought in during its history. And they could have died from illnesses or injuries. Now, every war that they've died in is represented here, but some wars are excluded because no one died from Longmeadow. So I'll tell you about where each one is. The one on the top back is for World War II. There's about maybe 25 names on there of men from Longmeadow that died during the course of that war. Like you know, it took a lot of lives from everyone, every country, and of course Longmeadow lost a lot of men too. Now right below is another plaque, and it says Korean War, and it has one name below that. A man from Longmeadow died during the course of the Korean War from injuries or illnesses. And then next to it on the same plaque is the Vietnam War, and it has 3 men's name on it who died during the course of that war. All right. There have been wars since, but no one from Longmeadow would have died during the course of those wars. Now next to them are a couple of plaques, one for Henry Charles Martin, who fought during several wars. He was born in 1876 and he died in 1927, but it details all of the many wars that he fought in, and that's very interesting itself, that he would have fought in 3 different wars. All right, now the big list are over here. Okay, it's on a nice rock with a huge block. This would have been the first one installed at this location. And it says Longmeadow Remembers, and it says the Colonial Wars. What that means is there were 4 wars fought from around 1680s to the 1750s, which are usually called the French and Indian Wars from America's perspective. And these were wars, the last one of which was actually a very important war because it gave George Washington and a lot of men training, and during the Revolutionary War they were ready to fight. So the next line down says the Revolutionary War, and it has the men from Longmeadow that died during the course of that war. I believe it says 4 names. And then next below that is the Civil War, and of course, as you probably know, that was the harshest war that America was ever involved in. The most people died from that war than any other war that America was in. And it has a list of about 25 names up there of men from Longmeadow that died during the course of the war. I bet you many of those were illnesses, because illness was rampant during that war. Now, the worst war from the point of view of Longmeadow was World War I, where a lot of men went off to war and fought for the country. And this one is different from all the others because this, instead of listing the men that died for their country, this lists the men from Longmeadow that went off to war and was involved in any sense. Now, there's a big star next to any man that died during the course of the war, and I can only see 1 star, so only 1 person died during the course of that war. Right? America's involvement was only 2 years, 1917 and 1918. And the person's name was George Bell from Longmeadow. All right, so that probably indicates when this memorial is put up. It's probably put up sometime after World War I, and that's the time where a lot of memorials and memorial halls around the United States were put up, because Americans actually were heavily affected by that war, in the sense they couldn't believe how deadly it could have been. Okay, so this is a gorgeous site, and remember, it's on the green, halfway through Longmeadow, on Longmeadow Street. And there's so much around this area, so we're going to do a panorama for you. Thank you.